Have you ever considered that even the most honest person can make a terrible mistake? It's a scary thought, isn't it? That a single, unchecked idea can derail a lifetime of integrity. This isn't just a philosophical question. It's a reality that can shape our entire destiny. Today, I want to share a powerful story about a young man named Jake, a story that reveals a profound truth about human nature. It shows how the greatest battles we fight are not against others, but within our own minds. Jake was known for his honesty. In a world where cutting corners was common, he stood out. But he was also very poor, struggling to make ends meet day after day. One morning, as Jake was looking for work in the town square, an old man with wise, kind eyes approached him. He needed someone strong to carry 3 heavy bags up a steep hill to his home. Jake, eager for any work, immediately agreed. The pay was fair, and the task seemed straightforward. He hoisted the first bag onto his shoulder. It was incredibly heavy. As they began their slow walk, the old man looked at Jake with a curious expression. He said, "Young man, that bag is filled with copper coins. It's a lot of money. Are you sure I can trust you with it? You could easily run off." Jake was a bit taken aback, but answered firmly, "Sir, you have nothing to worry about. I am an honest man." The old man simply nodded, a faint smile on his lips. They continued their climb in silence for a while. After some time, they stopped for a rest. The old man pointed to the second bag. "This one," he said, his voice a little lower, "is filled with silver coins. It's worth far more than the copper. Tell me again, can I truly trust you?" The temptation is greater now. Jake felt a sense of pride swell within him. He wanted this old man to understand who he was. "Sir," Jake explained, "I recently quit my job at a shop because my boss told me to lie to customers about the quality of his goods. I would rather be poor than dishonest." The old man's eyes seemed to light up with approval. He patted Jake's shoulder and said, "I believe you. You seem like a good man." Jake's confidence grew. He was proving his worth, not just with his strength, but with his character. He felt certain he could pass any test of his integrity. Finally, they reached the base of the last, steepest part of the hill. The old man was visibly tired. He sat down on a rock, breathing heavily. He looked at Jake and then at the last bag. His voice was almost a whisper. "In this bag," he said, "is gold. A fortune that could change your life forever. I am too old and weak to climb this final stretch. I must rest here. Please take all 3 bags to the top of the hill. I will follow when I have my strength back." He looked deep into Jake's eyes. "I am placing all my trust in you." Jake nodded, his heart pounding. "Don't worry, sir. Your trust is safe with me." He shouldered the bag of gold, grabbed the other 2, and began the final grueling ascent. The path was steep, and the bags felt heavier with every step. As he climbed alone with the old man out of sight, a thought crept into his mind. This is a fortune. More money than I've ever seen. That old man is weak. He'll never catch me. At first, he dismissed it. He was an honest man, after all. But the thought returned, stronger this time. He's a fool for trusting a stranger with so much wealth. This is my chance. I can escape this life of poverty forever. No more hunger, no more struggling. The thought was like a seed, and with each step, it grew roots, twisting around his principles. Who would even know? I could disappear and start a new life. The internal debate was fierce. The Jake who valued honesty was fighting a losing battle against the Jake who craved a better life. The whispers of greed grew louder and louder until they drowned out everything else. His breath was heavy, not just from the climb, but from the weight of his decision. By the time he reached the top of the hill, the battle was over. Greed had won. He didn't even pause. He scanned the horizon, saw a path leading away from the town, and started running. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him, the heavy bags banging against his back. He didn't look back. He ran until he was deep in the woods, far away from the hill and the old man. His heart was a mix of exhilaration and fear. He had done it. He was free. He was rich. Finally, exhausted, he collapsed under a tree. It was time to see his reward. With trembling hands, he untied the first bag, the one supposedly filled with copper. He ripped it open, but what spilled out wasn't coins. It was stones. Just plain, worthless stones. Confused and anxious, he tore open the second bag, the one with the silver. More stones. A cold dread washed over him. He frantically opened the last bag, the one filled with gold. Stones. Nothing but heavy, gray stones. His dream of a new life shattered into a million pieces. As he stared at the piles of rocks, his hands shaking, he noticed a small, folded piece of paper lying amongst the stones in the last bag. He picked it up and unfolded it. The letter was written in elegant handwriting. It read, "My dear young man, I am not just an old man. I am the king of this land. I am old and have no heir to my throne. For months, I have been searching for one person, a truly honest man, to succeed me and rule this kingdom with integrity. I thought I had found that person in you." Jake's blood ran cold. He read on. "I tested you with copper, and you passed. I tested you with silver, and you passed. I gave you the final and greatest test with the illusion of gold, and more importantly, with an opportunity. I trusted you to conquer not just the hill, but the greedy thoughts in your own mind. Had you brought these bags of stones to my home, you would have proven your unwavering honesty. Tonight, you would have been celebrated as the future king. But you chose to listen to a fleeting thought of greed. You allowed it to control you. Now you have what you chose. 3 bags of stones." Jake dropped the letter. The weight of his mistake crashed down on him, heavier than any bag he had ever carried. He had been standing at the gates of a palace, and with his own 2 hands, he had slammed them shut. The opportunity of a lifetime, a kingdom, was lost. Not because he was a bad person, but because for one crucial moment, he failed to control his own mind. He had allowed a single negative thought to take root and destroy his future. He sat there, surrounded by stones, a testament to his foolish choice, weeping with a regret so profound it felt like a physical pain. This story teaches us something incredibly important. Our thoughts can be our greatest allies or our most destructive enemies. Jake's worst enemy wasn't poverty or the old man. It was the voice of greed in his head. Every action we take, good or bad, begins with a single thought. If we don't guard our minds, if we let negative thoughts like greed, anger, or jealousy run wild, they will eventually lead us to make choices we will deeply regret. They can rob us of opportunities, damage our relationships, and steal our peace. So how do we protect ourselves? We must become gardeners of our own minds. We have to actively cultivate our thoughts, just like a gardener tends to their plants. This means consciously choosing to sow seeds of positivity, peace, honesty, and kindness. When a negative thought pops up, and it will, we have to recognize it for what it is, a weed. We have to pull it out before it takes root. This takes practice and awareness. It means being mindful of what we're thinking and challenging the thoughts that don't serve us. By nurturing a garden of positive thoughts, we shape our character and ultimately our destiny. Every good thought is a step toward a better future. Every honest choice strengthens our integrity. It's a continuous process, but it's the most important work we can ever do. Because in the end, the life we build is a direct reflection of the thoughts we have cultivated. Let's learn from Jake's mistake and choose to be the masters of our minds, not their slaves. Let's build a future filled with a harvest of success and happiness, not a pile of stones. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps us build better lives from the inside out. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever had a moment where a single thought changed everything? Share your story. Until next time, take care and be mindful.